Alright, this is the Alicia from the future, and you're probably hearing all that static because this is my phone. But unfortunately, which makes me really sad, the video I just filmed is sort of blurry throughout. I'm still going to show it because I can't really refilm Mask Monday with my mask on. But I'm trying to figure out things with my husband's camera, and I clearly need help on the settings, etc.
Alright, hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Alicia. If you haven't noticed, I have this lovely green mask on for Mask Monday. I hope everybody had a fabulous Thanksgiving. So I have one of my favorite masks, and this is Bio Clarity. I love this mask. I got it from another YouTuber, and I've tried several since, and I will say I think this is my favorite. It lasts a very long time. But clay masks for me have been a routine now, I would say, for 6 months. I am relatively new to the skincare sort of craze. Believe it or not, probably a year ago, all I did was wash my face and put on a moisturizer with sunscreen. That was it. No serums, no anything else. At this point, I think clay masks to me are essential. Once a week for sure. I just love how soft it makes my skin feel. I think it gets all the dead skin out, all of the, I don't know, gross stuff in your pores. So this has Flora Lux, I'm not quite sure what that is, tea tree, and aloe. So I love this. I think I got this for like 25 bucks on Amazon, but I really love it a lot. So anyway, I don't always do the chit chat because I feel like that's not my core. I'm more comfortable showing you guys boxes and things like that. So I'm going to try the whole chit chat thing. But anyway, I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving break. I would say 2 weeks ago, I got my first case of poison oak. Yuck. I don't recommend it to anybody. We were hiking. I'm an avid hiker, and so I guess I'm probably shocked I haven't gotten it before. I had poison ivy when I was little, really bad, and then I almost thought I was immune to it because I did some internships. Originally I went to school for a wildlife biologist, and so I had done some internships in nature doing different things at wildlife refuges, etc. And I was like doing some sort of, I don't know, plant count or something in a pile of poison ivy, and I didn't even get it. So I thought that maybe I was sort of immune, but anyway, poison oak is different. And so we had been hiking in Catalina, and I somehow got off trail, and I had put my arms up because I was like kind of in this riverbed with vegetation, and I think it must have gotten on my sides. And it's like poison oak, or probably poison ivy, I don't know, but poison oak is like the gift that keeps giving. At first, I guess I didn't really know what it was. I thought I had like calamine, and it said calamine on it, but it wasn't that good old pink stuff from when I was little. And so it kept spreading. And it was itchy, whatever. Anyway, so once I got the true pink calamine, it subsided. But like this has now been two full weeks, and it's finally just stopped itching. So anyway, calamine for poison oak or poison ivy. Anyway, I don't know. I can say I will never hike the same again. I will be looking out for the plants I am near because yuck, yuck, yuck. Anyway. Apple products, how about that? Next topic. So my phone, there's been a lot of you guys telling me that my sound was bad, different things, and maybe, I would say maybe my first comment on sound might have been months ago. And I don't want you guys to think I didn't care. I would go on any of those videos, play it on my phone, play it on my computer, and it sounded fine. So I just thought maybe it was like, because it wasn't consistent. It wasn't like everybody was telling me or, you know, all at once. So I thought maybe it was just an anomaly on like your phone or your computer. But then here lately, a couple more people have been telling me, and then it was something I could hear. Here lately, it'll do this like sound. So anyway, right now I'm using my husband's camera. One of the problems though is I am not camera savvy. So when I first started filming just a minute ago, like this was not coming in clear, and I'm still not quite sure it's coming in clear. So I had to have him come in and kind of like adjust the settings. So he's not always home when I'm here. So either way, this phone is seen better days. So I feel like I have to get a new phone anyway. So we will see. I did really like the sound and video quality of this the other day. It was very dark on my first two videos. And I think he's changed some settings, so fingers crossed this won't be dark. But back to my Apple products. I feel like they make these things, and it's probably not just Apple, Samsung, whatever. They make these things so they basically, the minute you get close to your 2-year mark, they're like dying. So probably stupidly 2 years ago, I got an iPhone 7 because it had a home button. I think they probably had the iPhone 10 by then. I didn't want to deal with like the face recognition or any of that. But I will just have paid it off this December. I have $22 left. So it's just a $500 phone, and I just am sad that it's basically went to kaput. And people can't hear me. It's not even just the video part. Typing in it's hard. I do a Marco Polo kind of video chat with my cousin. She gets that noise that you guys were getting. So it just makes me sad that phones are so expensive now. So if you guys have, I don't know, advice on phones or phone plans. I was trying to get a new phone plan, but I really feel like Verizon's just where it's at. And phones are just so expensive. Like back in the day, you got a big credit. You know, every 2 years you get a huge discount on your phone. And somewhere in the last 5 years, or maybe even a little bit more, we pay full price. As consumers, I don't know how we let that happen. But if you guys have tips, I always say that, tips or tricks on phones or phone plans or I don't know, anything, let me know. So anyway, I'm getting a new phone, and I feel like for a long time I was Android, Samsung, etc. And then I don't know. This is my second iPhone, and then I think once you switch, you're kind of like married to them. So I feel like I'm married to them. I was trying to divorce Verizon, looking at like T-Mobile, AT&T, but in reality, I don't feel like there's any outstanding deals that make me want to switch. So anyway, I don't know. Minimalism. I know that's a crazy segue, but I've been really getting into the minimalist mom. If I remember, I'll link her channel down below. And I don't ever want to be a minimalist, but I don't know how I even randomly, her video got into my feed, and I've been watching a lot of them. Here lately, I've become that mom that, you know, I'm always wanting things clean and organized, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but I feel like I've become too much into that. And so I've been watching this lady's videos, and her sort of thing is the less inventory you have, the less you're cleaning, the less you're organizing. Now that's hard for me. For me, I am pretty good about going to Goodwill, taking my stuff. My husband's a pack rat, and I have a 5-year-old. So of course I'm not going to go through and just, you know, get rid of a bunch of her stuff. But there's sort of like the dilemma. But I do love the idea of less inventory to manage. And one of her key principles, like when you're looking at stuff and getting rid of it, have you used it in a year? Do you think you're going to use it? And then kind of marrying that with Marie Kondo. Does it bring you joy? Do you love it? So I've just been really obsessively watching her videos, and really kind of getting rid of stuff. So again, never going to be a minimalist, but I would like to be more conscious of what we bring in. And I really want things to kind of go. So I don't know. I would, anyway, any tips or tricks for like managing your kids' stuff? I don't know. Both my daughter and my husband are super awesome. If I ask them to like do this or do that, they will do it. But they are not like put things away, organize on their own. So I've been really into that, watching that, and trying to organize. Like I did a video, but then I didn't post it and I deleted everything. But where I kind of brought out like 10 pieces of my clothes and like tried them on and like what did we keep, what not to keep, kind of a thing. And I ended up not posting that. But I got most of it. Like these dresses that I buy, especially from Nadine West, and then I never wear them, and I hadn't worn them in over a year. I probably wouldn't wear them in over a year. I had gotten some from Macy's too, and so I just donated them. So she's kind of given me the freedom to just get rid of stuff. One thing that I struggle with is the sentimental items. Both my parents have passed, and so I I've gotten better. My mom has passed, I think it's been 20 years, maybe 21. I can't remember this January whether it's 20 or 21. My dad will be, I think, 7 years coming January. So they both passed in January. So I have a lot of items that then, you know, I don't want to part with because they're sentimental. Some of them are as silly as this food slicer, but my dad wrote a hand note with a sticky note. So we don't use the slicer because it's really not a practical slicer. But I don't want to get rid of it because of the handwritten note. So if you have suggestions on that, I would be all ears, because I don't want to get rid of everything. That would not make me happy either. But I would like to pare things down. So if you guys have suggestions on the sentimental items, I would love that. Also, I guess as a kid, I was into photos. So I have like 3 or 4 or maybe 5, like, you know, those big tubs like of photo albums. And I don't want to throw away the pictures, because they're mostly people. It's not like just a bunch of like scenery. But what do you do with those? Yes, I could like scan them myself, but that would take forever, and then make like, you know, photo books or store them online. I was trying to find places to do that. It looks like they want $1 per picture. That would be like thousands of dollars. So that's not happening. So that's one thing. Because part of, I think, what brought the minimalism thing on is that we have a smaller house. I mean, not tiny, but not huge. And so I keep thinking a bigger house would make it better. A bigger house would make all of the clutter better. But I don't think that's true. I think you just have more house and you can have more stuff and more clutter. So I don't know. But I don't want to be that mom. And we just got back from I feel like a sort of socially distanced vacation. We were in Arizona seeing natural parks, like we were at the Grand Canyon, but we were hiking, and I feel like we did a good job of distancing. But anyway, we were having fun kind of, I don't know, creating names for each other. And I forget what my daughter's was, but Kevin was, that he's Mr. Late, because he's almost never on time. He's late. If he tells you he's going to be home at 7:30, it's going to be, you know, at least 7:40. And then we got to what's mom, and Cora's like, what I say all the time is, well, I can't believe I have to clean this up. And I don't want to be that mom that's always the one saying clean it up. So in my mind, if we get rid of some of this stuff, I will have less to clean up. Maybe that's right. Maybe that's not. I have no idea. So I've been, again, watching lots of her videos, and I just love that idea, less inventory. Another thing coming up that's making me really nervous is I have an ear. I don't know if technically it's a surgery, but that sounds dramatic. It's an outpatient. I do have to get put under this coming Wednesday on December 2nd. And this ear, I flew back from Christmas last January, so 12 months ago. And you know how when you have a cold, like it kind of like it stuffs your ear up a little bit longer than normal. So at first I didn't think anything of it, because I've had that happen before where I'm sick and I'm flying and it takes 3 to 4 weeks to kind of unclog. It's never unclogged. So like if you like hold your nose and blow, or you go up in the mountains, or you go on the plane, you know how your ears pop. This ear has never popped. So they're going to put me under, which just makes me really nervous. I have lots of anxiety about that. For some reason, I get this horrible thoughts in my head that I'm not going to wake up, and my daughter is my life. I want to see her grow old. So I don't know. It's not rational necessarily to be paranoid, but I'm paranoid. But anyway, they're going to put a balloon in my eustachian tube to hopefully expand it. They're 70% confident it's going to help my ear. But I do feel like I hear less, and so I feel like I have to do it. I've been praying a lot, which has made me feel better. So if any of you, pray or think good thoughts, I would really appreciate that. It just gives me such anxiety for some reason to get put under. Anyway, I've been put under before. I've had 2 knee surgeries. I don't know, for whatever reason this time around, because of my daughter, it scares me, because I would not want to leave her for something like my hearing, but yet I need to hear. So I would love any prayers or happy thoughts for that. And I just feel like the whole world at this point needs prayers and happy thoughts with this COVID coming back. And I don't know, it's sort of scary. I'm a teacher, so we're actually in person for hybrid. We have social distancing. I have plexiglass. Here in California, we have a color-coded system, and my county has recently went into back to the purple, which is the bad. But our governor put this thing in where if your school is already in session, it doesn't matter what color the county is. All it matters is your cases at your particular school. And so far, I think we've been in since the middle of October, and we have not, we've had a total of 2 cases that haven't spread to anybody else at school. So I think it's like 5% or something. There's some number where you would only go out, the whole school would only shut down if you reached a certain number. And so far our school hasn't. I am a fan of that. I know there's many people who aren't a fan of that, but I think kids need to be in school. And at least for us, we have choice. I think probably for the whole country, our parents could choose hybrid or online. So there's that. It's just scary. My daughter's in kindergarten. Luckily, we were able to put her at my church, so she's in person. Otherwise, she would have started kindergarten. At the public school, she would have started on Zoom. And I'm hoping, so hoping by first grade that it'll be a normal experience. I'm really afraid it's not, especially in California. We seem to be very more conservative on that front. So I'm hoping by first grade it's normal. I don't know. But let's see, I set a timer. So this in particular mask is, I think, 20 to 30 minutes. And there was my timer. So this has been 25 minutes. I just love the clay masks. So I'm not going to wash this off on camera, but I will wash it off and I will come back. So I will be right back. All right, I am back. So I don't know how much you can really tell, but my skin is so soft. Like I said, I really love that mask. So this is one of my favorite, and I'm not sure it's focusing. We'll see in the playback, but the Fig and Yarrow. I had gotten this in my TheraBox, and I repurchased it even though it's like $30. But I really love it, and I'm not sure that's focusing. So that's my problem with using the camera, is I don't know if it's focusing or not. But my skin is just so soft. I absolutely love mud masks. Love them. And then another thing I always do, or I should say I don't always do, but I've been doing it again with your moisturizer. And it's a trick I need to remember because I've forgotten about it. But I put a little bit of moisturizer, and then I get one of, your favorite oils. And I forget which box I got this in, but I really, really like it. I'm really hoping that's focused, but I don't think it is. Essential Rose Gold Oil. I've really been loving it. So then I just mix it up, and I put it on my face. And mixing a face oil with your moisturizer is just, I don't know, this luxurious, soft feeling. So anyway, if you have not tried a clay mask before, I highly recommend it. Anyway, thank you for stopping by, and I hope you have a great week, and I will talk to you soon.